What did I buy? 2021 Suzuki V-Strom Adventure. What that entails is I bought this yellow, so had to go a little bit outrageous with the gold wheels. I think it looks amazing. I think it stands out, and hopefully nobody hits me because they can see a bright yellow bike, and if they can't, they're idiots. So I just want to kind of review some of the things that came along with this motorcycle. It is a bit of a redesign. It's kind of like the DZ, I think they called it. Not that I'm very familiar with Suzuki bikes. This is just something that I bought that I thought looked cool. I did some reading online, probably watching a video like you're watching. But one thing that really blew me away was the comfort of the bike. Super comfortable. The now, shall we say, controversial way of how you adjust the windshield is very interesting. I've only set it to the highest setting. Set it, forget it. I've never touched it again. I do like the little mounting bar. They have a little mounting bar that's right below, right above the tachometer and whatnot, which is digital. I think it's easy to read. Some people say it still looks fairly archaic, I guess, just because of the lack of, I guess, color in the display. I think it works fine. I have about 2,000 kilometers on it right now. I've owned it for maybe 2 months. So I find it quite comfortable. One of the things I do like is the tapered handlebars. It almost gives me a motocross feel. It feels very agile. And it's just very comfortable to ride. I'm not a big rider. I'm 5'8" at best on a good day with big boots. So I don't find it intimidating to drive around town. I did have a BMW GS motorcycle that became actually quite cumbersome to have because I had it only in the high seat position, or the way that it came stock, I guess. And it's made for a 6 foot tall rider. I am not 6 foot tall, so it became kind of tough to ride, especially with the passenger. This V-Strom does have an adjustable seat, so if you're a little taller rider, you can adjust it up. I have had a taller rider on it, and he took it out for a ride, and he said that the taller riding position was quite comfortable for him as well. And he rides a Tenere, Super Tenere, that is. And the seat comfort was pretty decent. I do find that it does get a little firm, but I only have 2,000 kilometers on it, so maybe they're doing that for longevity, so it doesn't become a sloppy noodle right away. So maybe that's why. I do like the USB port that's right built in from the factory. You can put the navigation to that attachment, and you'll have a battery source, or just charge your cell phone. That's what I use it for. I don't have any Garmin navigation or any type of navigation in there, but I find it works very well. The inverted forks that are in the front, they are adjustable by dial, from soft to hard. Under the seat, there's a rear suspension as well, soft to hard, easy to use. One knob on the back, you just turn it on the go if you wanted to. Getting back to the multifunction kind of instrument cluster, I find it fairly easy to use. It's not super complicated. Some bikes you see out there are fairly complicated, and I find that cumbersome. I'm not huge on tech, unfortunately, but it's just not what you expect. I find it very easy to use, not many functions. It does have a few riding functions as well. I'll get to that. But getting back to suspension, I find it very progressive. I've only rode it ever in medium. So it runs very well. I've had a passenger on there. She's been very comfortable. The wind buffeting coming off of myself to the passenger, she claims is better than the BMW 800 GS Adventure that I had, which is actually surprising for the price point of that GS. I love the spoke wheels on the Suzuki V-Strom. It's actually looks very adventure-like, and I guess that's the theme of the bike. I like the little kind of not a roll bar, but it's that kind of bars to protect the motor in case you have a little spillover, which happens if you're going to actually use it as an adventure bike, get off trail, off pavement. The bike you're gonna eventually, it's not if, but when it's gonna lie down, which is I like that they built in that feature at a great price, and I will get to the price at the end. Um, I like the advanced control as well. It kind of calibrates the bike to what you're driving, how the pitch of the bike is working, and adjusts the throttle accordingly. So it's always smooth and consistent. It does have 3 driving modes, um, which I find very, very intuitive. I believe there's the ABC, and it just gives you the different levels of power. And they also have that for the traction control as well. You cannot shut off the traction control 100% either. You can get it into uh, non-intrusive, but it still is on. No matter what you do, you cannot shut that off. And I believe that's because of Europe. They have laws where you have to have the ABS on there, or there's some kind of restrictions on you selling bikes there. So they just mandated that it's across everywhere they supply this bike to. It's available there. In regards to traction control, they have the different riding modes. Like getting back to the riding modes, which I found so easy to use. The ride by wire throttle is amazing. It's very smooth. It's not, there's not really a lag before the throttle kicks in. It is actually, the power's linear. This is a 1037cc motor. I think it puts out around that 79 kilowatts is what the website is saying. So around there, I find it ample power. No matter what gear I'm in, if I have to get around something, I just open it up and it just moves. So it's a very torquey motor. The clutch assist system, I have yet to feel that sensation. I don't think it really does much. Maybe it does. Maybe I just don't notice it. I love that it's EFI. It's a little bigger EFI, or I guess the throttle body is a little bigger this year, or for 2021 or the 2020 model year. But for 2021, this carried it on. It's a 49 millimeter. The dual spark technology, I guess that's cool. I guess it's a little more maintenance down the road. I also like the getting back to the drive-by-wire. The bike the one I have comes with cruise control right from the factory. Works amazing. You just set and forget it. If you ever need to override it, you just click that throttle. You pull it forward. Actually, to shut it off, you just pull it forward. I do find that kind of weird, because when you're pulling it forward, the bike slopes down. You lose power because it goes to 0 power. I wish there was a little different way to maybe shut that power off and just keep more linear, progressive throttle shut off versus just off, because it just shuts off. But I have taken it out in field, nothing very aggressive, but just like an open field, like farmer field. I've taken it back country. In regards to gravel roads, that bike has been flawless. It has the original tires that come on the bike. I have not put any knobbies on there yet. Once I wear these ones out, I'll probably go to knobbies. The luggage set works very well with the key. I can lock it up. I can just put stuff in there and just forget it and know that it's going to be there when I get back. They're really locked in there. They're basically like an aluminum case, and they're locked in. That I find very reassuring. I am looking for the top case. I do want to get the Suzuki top case. It's not available right now, unfortunately, from the manufacturer, but once it's available, I will have that as well. And just got some closing thoughts. The bike cost me, was that 17,000 Canadian dollars plus tax, in that range. I have done the first oil change. It was at 800 kilometers, and the bike just serves me very well. I'm quite impressed for the amount of savings versus some of its competitors. It does the job, and it does it so well. I would recommend it to anyone. And yeah, if you get down to the local dealer, I know that there's still some 2021s, and we're in 2022 right now, some 2021s like mine that I bought a few months ago, that are still available, and sometimes you can get them for a little better deal, so they become even more of an exceptional value for that price. So like I said, the vehicle, or the Suzuki that I bought, is called the V-Strom 1050XAA. That is the model lineup, that designation. Mine is yellow and black. I think that's a Canadian thing, because everywhere else I've seen on YouTube, I believe it's all yellow with a blue seat, or black. So I've seen those a few colors, but I love mine with that yellow and black. It almost looks like a bumblebee, which I think is very neat. Anyways, it stands out and I like it. I've I would give that bike out of 10. I think I would rate it at a strong 8, I would say. What do you think, Bob? Oh, well, Bob's not much of a talker. Apparently, he's going out today. He's got his leather jacket on. He's ready to hit the road. I don't know what he's riding today, but looks like he's ready to go. So, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, and comment, please. Let me know what you think of this video. It's the first one. It's probably a lot of BS, but hopefully you like it and like it. Thanks, and we'll see you again at Miguel's Garage. Thanks.